G'day guys, welcome back to Pete's Investing. It's February 23, 2024. This is the Nat Gas price update. The overall trend is bearish, although we have retraced to the 50% Fibonacci level of the smaller time frame, and we're now making another retrace back down towards a bearish momentum. That's also stopped at another Fibonacci level, so I'll cover that in a minute. Also, just note there was a new indicator added recently that helps identify tops and bottoms, and that's been very useful so far. Let's get stuck into it. On the natural gas commodity price, on the weekly, daily and hourly, on the weekly we're still in a bearish momentum according to the ADX 25. The CCI 150 on the weekly is also moving in line with the price. We've got these cluster of blue arrows which indicate a potential bounce back there, but it hasn't eventuated. You can see there it does help pick the tops with the red arrows, and the blues indicate potential bottoms. So this will be another potential bottom coming up shortly. On the daily, likewise, it's hit this support, and you've got those blue arrows as well. That's also showing a bearish momentum, although there is a slight bullish divergence there on the CCI 150 versus lower lows on the price. And again, you've got those blue arrows which indicate a potential bounce. We saw a bounce back there. If I zoom out on the daily, you can see there just it sort of helps pick the bottoms and the tops, usually where there's cluster of arrows. On the hourly, we've got, again, it's a bearish momentum. Our ADX is showing a bearish movement to the downside. It did bounce off this bullish divergence in our previous video versus lower lows on the price, bounced off this support. Again, a lot of blue arrows there indicating a potential bounce, and then it finally bounced right up to the 50, that's the 50% Fibonacci level. So if I draw a Fibonacci from that low to that recent high, you can see there it's bounced off that resistance we drew in the last video, and that's a 50% Fibonacci as well. Had it broken above the 61%, that would have been a more bullish outcome. It hasn't done that, and we're seeing it retrace back down towards this area. Now, that wasn't a bearish divergence, but using those cluster of arrows, we measured a 23-38% level between that low and that high. You can see there it's hit that target area between the 23 and the 38% level, and it's actually bounced off that quite nicely, but it's making further decline. So we'll see how it goes, how far it goes, whether it continues further to the downside. And again, if it breaks below the 61%, that's going to be a lot more bearish. At the moment, it's still stuck in this little range. Next on the list, we've got ProShares Ultra DJ UBS. That's BOIL. For those that are trading it, again, it's showing a bearish momentum on the ADX 25, bullish divergence on the CCI 150 versus the price. You get a lot of blue arrows along there in those weeks or those months. On the daily, we've got a bullish divergence, but currently no bullish arrows. They did appear back here. So again, in terms of picking the tops and bottoms, that may eventuate here as well, and we should see a bounce to the upside. On the hourly, again, there's those blue bullish arrows. We did have a bullish divergence on the CCI 150 versus almost a double bottom on the price chart, and that bounced as well, hitting as high as the 38% level of that range. ProShares Ultra Short Bloomberg Natural Gas, that's KOLD is the ticker. This also has a bullish momentum on the ADX, bullish momentum on the CCI 150. We've got a few clusters of bearish arrows, and a couple more recently up here, indicating a decline, which it actually did quite sharply on the daily, and plus we had a bearish divergence as well. I like to use these clusters of arrows in alignment with the divergence to be able to measure that and take action on it. On the hourly, we've got a bearish divergence here, and you see there almost a double top on the price. We had a lot of red arrows, and it fell off. Now again, it had a bit of a retrace to the upside, but it's returning back down to this to a bearish momentum at the moment. And lastly, we've got United States Natural Gas Fund, UNG. Again, we've got a bullish divergence on the CCI 150 versus lower lows on the price, although we do have a few bullish arrows. Bullish divergence on the daily, and we did have a bullish divergence on the hourly as well, with that double bottom on the hourly. Again, it bounced to the upside and retraced back down to the downside. So again, we're stuck in a bearish outlook so far. Just be careful about going long. Wait till the indicators on the weekly and daily especially start moving more to the upside. But at the moment, we're still stuck in a bearish outlook with a couple of retraces already materialized, and we may see possible further. It's uncertain at the moment whether it's going to be uncertain in terms of bullish or bearish outlook so far. So just keep an eye on that bigger time frame for direction. If you got value out of that video, hit that like and subscribe button, hit that notification bell. Thanks for watching, and see you in a future video.